Nachrichtsagenturen, ja genau. Die Nachrichtsagenturen sagen jetzt, well, I'm Pia Ahrenkilde Hansen, that's my name. I'm the spokeswoman of the European Commission and I work here in Brussels, of course, speaking on behalf of the European Commission and President Barroso of the European Commission. Ich spreche Deutsch, aber nicht so gut als Französisch. Auf Französisch bin ich ein bisschen besser und Englisch spreche ich auch und dann meine Muttersprache, Danish. Schwedisch ein bisschen auch. I learned languages, let's say, at I think the standard age for school children in Denmark, at least as an outset. But in Denmark we're privileged to already have been exposed to the Scandinavian languages at an early age, and then, at least for me, that was the case. German came in quite early on, 2 years after English had been introduced, you know, still at the rather young age, you know, around 11, 12, 13, you know, the foreign languages were introduced. Now, that's of course very old compared to my own kids who already started learning English at the age of 7, 8. So, you know, they will be much better than I am at foreign languages, I hope, because I see what it can bring to children to have this learning at a very early age, and of course also growing up in a bilingual environment. Now, as far as French is concerned, that only came to me in high school, but I had the chance of studying Latin beforehand, and that helped me and gave me an appetite for Latin languages, I think, you know, and then I went to France also rather early, right after my student exam, as we call it, my high school exam, and spent some years in France as well. I learned French at a completely different level and higher level, and that enabled me then to build also into my studies further on as I moved to university to have French as a language that I studied in during my years of university, as well as English. I would have liked also to learn Flemish. Flemish and Spanish would probably be top of my list, simply because of, let's say, how close these languages are in reality to also my daily life. And of course I do not speak Portuguese either, although I work very closely to our President of the European Commission, who is Portuguese, and that I often have the pleasure to listen to in Portuguese, and my understanding is increasing. But, you know, there are only 24 hours in a day, so I try to get by with the languages and improve my German, which is and remains, let's say, the priority for now. Apprendre une langue étrangère, c'est comme ouvrir une porte. Ça ouvre une porte à des mondes, à des cultures, à des gens, et à une richesse, donc une diversité culturelle. C'est surtout, pour moi en tout cas, ce qui est important, c'est cette richesse et ce lien entre moi et les autres, que les langues me permettent, donc cette porte que les langues me permettent d'ouvrir. Jeg skifter sprog hver eneste dag, både på mit arbejde og derhjemme. For derhjemme arbejder jeg også i en flerkulturel situation, eller man kan sige, befinder jeg mig også i en flerkulturel situation. Mine børn er både danske og franske, fordi min mand er fransk, og jeg er jo altså dansk, selvom det måske ikke altid føles sådan efter 20 år i Bruxelles. Men det påvirker mig meget direkte at være i en flersproglig, kan man sige, hverdag. Både på mit arbejde her i kommissionen, hvor jeg skifter mellem 2, 3, 4 sprog hver dag, og derhjemme, hvor jeg skifter mellem dansk og fransk, når jeg taler med mine børn og min mand. Jeg elsker sprog. Ich liebe Sprachen. J'aime les langues. I love languages. Jeg elsker sprog. It was one of the easier interviews.